What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we are out at Uwharrie at our testing grounds basically, and we have the Ford Bronco Everglades. I think this is a trim level that not too many people know about. I didn't even find it on Ford's website, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of a good middle of the road one. Not the most expensive thing out there, but it seems pretty capable. You can see the winch already, which hopefully we don't need to use, but yeah, got a lot of drive modes.
We got the winch, we got the bumpers, we have the Sasquatch package for this trim level too. So we have the 35-inch tires, really cool set of 17-inch wheels. So if you're new to the channel, this isn't the first Bronco that we have brought to Uwharrie. We had the Bronco Raptor as the last one that we were able to bring. There's a few things that are missing on this particular one. We don't have the sway bar disconnect, but we have all of the off-road modes, all of the lockers too, the trail turn assist. And so this is obstacle number one. It doesn't look that steep on camera, but once he comes up to it, you'll see just how steep this really is. Hopefully that winch has some clearance too. You're good. Yeah, you're good. For sure. Look at that. Dude, that was a walk in the park. This is what I love about the Ford Bronco too. Pretty much, you drive this right off the lot and you're ready to go. You need minimal modifications, which is awesome to see for an off-roader. You don't have to put thousands of dollars into your rig to do something just like that.
Yeah, I was just in the mud rut mode.
Yeah.
The rear locker was locked and four-wheel.
You had the rear locker?
It was on automatically.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it even needed it, but you could definitely tell there was a lot of articulation. So we had a lot of weight on the back left one.
Yeah, and it is really cool with this particular model. The different driving modes use the four-wheel drive system as it sees fit. So even if you're a novice to off-roading, just put it into the mode that you think is the correct mode, which is easy to guess which mode you need to be in.
Yeah, you can play with a few and just do what you want.
But then it'll do the four-wheel drive system the way that it has to go. And you can just focus on driving and learning some new lines. For obstacle number two, we have a pretty high hill climb. So this is eye level and we're going way up there, and we just came from way down there. So we have the Bronco in just two-wheel drive right now to just test it without using any of those four-wheel drive aids. Now this isn't anything too crazy yet. We're still getting into the trail here. But you got some slipping.
Tires are gripping even in two-wheel.
Yeah. We got those all-terrain tires. Ooh, as I slip.
Yeah, so I think something we want to test with this, you guys have commented about this, we're not just going to go into the crazy off-road modes, we're going to try this in two-wheel drive and see how far we can get, and one step at a time up basically.
Yeah, so keep going in two-wheel and we'll see if we can climb this. We have pretty dry conditions today. Yeah, it's doing that with ease. We got some. So we're at spot number 3 basically, and this is what we call slab pile. You can see the amount of rocks that we have in this vast area, and look at how low the Bronco is. I think my feet are higher than your face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how much taller I am than the Bronco is down there. So we're lined up and ready to go. And you're still in two-wheel drive, right? We're gonna see how far we can go before we have to activate those off-road goodies. Okay. So, okay. That might be it.
Probably more momentum could work.
Yeah.
But let's just go auto start stop.
Oh yeah.
Alright, just 4 high.
Okay. Yeah, if you had more momentum, but we're not looking to kind of bash this truck around. You're just sitting on that skid plate. Yep, you're on the rock on the passenger side. There you go. You're good to go straight.
We're at 17 degrees.
I'll let you know if you have to go a different way. Hey, Bri. Let's talk about this 2.3 liter EcoBoost.
Surprisingly, doesn't feel bad. I'm definitely working the throttle to get some power out of it.
Yeah.
But we even overpassed the car on the highway and it worked, so I'm getting there. Like,
yeah. This is the smallest engine too that you can get in the Bronco. You have the 2.7 and then the 3 liter 2, which is in the Bronco Raptor.
I don't feel it struggling at all.
Yeah.
Am I good to go straight?
You're gonna come up to this large rock, so just take it easy right there. Yep, and then let's see how you climb that. There you go.
So gotta get this momentum in that torque converter.
You're gonna hit it in the back there. There you go. And then take it easy here. We got a bit of a rock, which you should have the clearance for. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Good?
Yeah, your winch is right there, but you're good. Yeah, give it some gas. There you go.
Alright, this is the moment of truth.
Yeah. Keep it going. Woo! Yeah, nice little run and bump. All right, so rear locker engaged. All right, very nice.
You know what I like with that?
You can do the rear locker in 4 high.
Yeah.
So we didn't even go to 4 low yet.
Yeah, I think you just need a little bit more traction on that.
Yeah.
The wheel with more pressure, and
Yeah.
that walked right over. You had a big rock like this big too to go over.
Yeah. Maybe a little more momentum, but the rear locker made it more safe, so you don't have rocks kicking up and doing things like that.
That was a big loose rock too. So.
Yeah. So
that was cool. First time testing the locker.
Should I shut it off now and we'll see what we can do without it?
Yeah. All right. So back to just 4-wheel high, right?
4 high.
All right. And now we're gonna go up this section. Again, it always looks not crazy in camera versus reality. So this should be a pretty good walk up here. Hear that 4-cylinder screaming a little bit. And then, all right, so once again, this is all the tuck. This is droop and that one's droop, so.
Rear locker.
Rear locker 4 high.
Yep.
And let's get power to that wheel. Digging right there. It's nice to have those features just for those situations. You don't have to always run up everything, get momentum. You can kind of do a slower crawl with that locking diff. So you can just see the tire with more weight on it, still having all that grip that you're gonna expect to have off-road. As we climb up all this now. Yeah, nice and up and over everything. Definitely doing what it needs to do. It's a cool angle if you guys can see it.
So, a little bit of spinning up front.
Yeah, now we gotta, oh, you're off,
Yeah?
a little bit off the ground right there.
Get some pictures.
That's a pretty good shot of the truck.
Ready?
Yeah, so let me get up here real quick. Wow, that rear tire, guys. You might have to go a little that way. That back tire is like 2 feet off the ground. Go passenger? Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a dog with his leg in the air.
Is my passenger front touching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that back tire is not on the ground.
19 degrees that way.
Yeah. Hey, we made touchdown. There we go, getting some traction there. You got some.
Take the hardest line.
Is your front locked?
Not yet.
Alright, your front's still spinning even up there, but yeah. Look at that, cake walk. Yeah, getting good traction. So we're noticing we're getting some off the ground action. You got a big bump there.
I think I could have made that.
Yeah, need a little momentum. It's kind of a big rock there. There you go.
Well, we have the front locker.
I think if we had sway bar disconnect, that wouldn't be off the ground.
We need the front locker now?
Well, you're off the ground here. This is where a sway bar disconnect would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because that front tire,
Yeah.
we're getting about a foot off the ground.
This one?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
So sway bar disconnect in this situation would be nice to have.
True.
We are full tuck over here, and I would assume full droop over there.
Should we try the front locker then?
It could help. We just gotta watch for this tree. Those fans. That 4-cylinder is working hard. That could be one thing to think about with a 4-cylinder. Is this too much work for it? I don't know. The fan is certainly kicking in. You're gonna wanna come this way. Yep. You have a big rock right there. Yep. Yep. All right, just come towards me. There we go. So front locker is now on. Yep, and just keep going.
You got to be in 4 low for the front locker.
Yeah.
So the rear locker is only 4 high, then 4 low you can go to the front locker, and we just walked up that piece of cake.
Much easier,
Yeah. So even without the front sway bar disconnect, the locker was a good aid.
For sure.
But I mean,
if you
sway
had,
bar would help for
yeah,
sure.
if you had better traction, you could get there. But
yeah,
nonetheless, with the lockers, that totally got you out of it.
Right.
And again, it may not come off on camera. I'm at ground level. This is eye level way down here. But taking this way now, a little bit of articulation, getting off the ground. But nonetheless, she's a capable little beast. Definitely not bad at all. It is fun testing out the different technology that is in this Bronco, but even in just normal 4-wheel drive without messing with the lockers, it can do quite a lot. And then when you need it, that rear differential helps out. And then when you really need it, that front differential helps out a lot.
That was an impressive line for this Bronco.
Yeah, that was a fun line. I'm a little out of breath.
Where'd you go?
Climbing up this mountain. That was a good line.
In different vehicles.
I'm a little out of breath.
That was actually, not only was that a pretty intense trail for this, but it did everything that we said in the beginning. We went as far as we could, then we went to the lockers, front and rear, and now we're at the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You can, it's got pretty good articulation. Again, this is an independent front suspension, unlike a Wrangler, which will have a solid axle.
Yeah.
With that, we still had really good articulation.
Yeah,
and,
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
For everyone who thinks you need the solid front, you get better on-road, but you still get off-road performance.
I could see the sway bar disconnect would certainly have helped in those situations.
For sure. Yeah.
But nonetheless, not everyone's going that hardcore. And the lockers, I think, really helped out a good bit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that was that hardcore, but it was a good line.
That was more aggressive than we've done on the past.
Yeah.
And we're listening to you guys saying, you know, start with nothing and kind of go one by one up.
Yeah.
And I think that really showcased what the mechanics of the Bronco in general can do.
For sure. Just driving this right off the lot, man, you can come straight here.
And do some pretty gnarly stuff.
Do some pretty gnarly stuff. It's really hard to see, but we're probably up at least 50, 60 feet from the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty good hill climb.
Yeah, this thing.
Well, that's awesome. I wish we had taken the Bronco Raptor up that line.
That would have been.
That thing would have done
just cakewalk.
2-wheel drive, yeah.
But this thing's pretty capable. Good ground clearance. We didn't hit anything at all.
Really. We didn't even hit the steps.
Yeah, so ground clearance has been good. Even the power, the fans definitely were working, so we're definitely getting some heat in that engine, but I think nonetheless, pretty darn capable.
Pretty cool. So we have made it to the top. This is basically the summit of the trail that we're at, with the views of the mountains in the background. But with its Everglades, honestly, super impressive. I was a little skeptical with it not having the sway bar disconnect, just because we've had other Broncos with it. But honestly, right off the dealer lot, this is a really cool adventurous Bronco to go with without having some of the extra bells and whistles. But it's got pretty much all the nannies that you want.
Yeah, it's got enough stuff in it, and I guess the sway bar is the only thing it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an option for this one or not.
I don't think
it's
so.
It's interesting it's missing it, but...
Yeah, and this one has just the standard Bilstein suspension and everything.
Yeah.
And
we got the snorkel and the winch too, in case you need those.
Yeah, but it's a good setup, and even if you look at the Bronco lineup, as long as you have, obviously, four-wheel drive, which they all should come with, and just even a locking rear diff, that's about all you need, because we only used the front diff that one time, which we could have probably avoided with a little bit more momentum.
Yeah, just with the loose conditions for today, the rocks and the dust.
Yeah.
Not really looking to kick up rocks, but
it's cool to see how capable this is. Obviously, the Jeep Wrangler is kind of king in this class. Bronco's new for 3-4 years now. This thing is so much better on road, and I mean, we had the 4xe Rubicon Wrangler here a couple months ago, and we did not as gnarly a trail that this one just did.
Yeah, I feel like this has more ground clearance.
I think
it's...
We scraped
a lot on the Wrangler.
The Jeep has some metal things sticking up underneath it.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
We didn't scrape at all in this.
So my vote is Bronco.
Yeah, I would go Bronco too. I had a Wrangler, but it's really hard.
The only thing, we were talking about this off camera, is the 4-cylinder. This is a heavy truck. This is steep angles, a lot of power to send to heavy wheels. It's a 4-cylinder going to get obliterated over time. That's something to test. That's something to take into consideration. The 6-cylinder, personally, I would go for.
Yeah.
If this had a hybrid assist, because the 4xe we were in was the hybrid, obviously, and the electric motor, that torque down low, solves every issue that a gas engine has in that slow speed, getting the power.
I could see that being added to this.
Because this, we were up to 2,500 RPM not moving. So that's a lot of pressure in the torque converter, a lot of built up turbo boost even. So that's my only concern, is how well would the 4-cylinder truly last off-roading?
If you're occasionally off-roading, probably okay. But if you're doing it every weekend,
V6.
I would go up.
But nonetheless, Bronco has a platform with all the trim levels, all the options, all the engines, everything. Awesome.
Yeah, very awesome.
Very capable.
Be sure you guys check out our other Bronco content. We've had the Bronco Raptor here. Did we have another one?
That was it.
That was it, yeah. We got some other videos on the Broncos and the Wranglers too. So the 4xe we took here too, so definitely check out that video. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily content. We will see you all in the next video.